So I took the scaler, which is, in my opinion, the greatest tool you can have, especially to chip away at the rust. So this little spot back here, you can see where I've chipped with the nailer, and then I come around with the disc and get as much I can off as far as rust. It doesn't have to be too bad, just all the flakes definitely have to go. So this side, remember, this side wasn't too bad from the look, but I did push through right there, and but it's actually not too bad on that outside there. Now this side here, you can see how much it's grown on the passenger side here. I knew it was going to go through, didn't know that this was going to go through, but you know, it's all rot, so you got to get that out of there. And then, like I said, I'm going through with this disc and my shoot, what's this thing called, angle die grinder. So, which is another helpful tool to have in your kit when you're dealing with this kind of stuff. So, and it's the same thing I use for the block when I clean up the blocks. So just so you guys know, as far as surface from like the engine block to the head and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm going to continue on with this. Alright, now that I got it all sanded down, I cleaned with like just a simple green. Ooh, looks like I missed a spot right there. I'll come back later and get it, but now I'm gonna paint on POR 15. Now, I always get the small little 4-ounce cans, because once you open this can, that's it. So if I need more than one can, I'll just open another one, but I don't think I'm going to need more than one on this. So here we go. Alright, now I put 2 coats of the POR 15 on it. If it drips a little bit, it's okay, because when come time for me to bedline this, I'm gonna sand it anyways to score it, so it'll all even out. And plus, the bedliner goes on pretty thick, so you don't have to worry about seeing the lines or anything. I mean, I clean up as many of the drips that I see coming down as I can. Like I did wipe that drip off right there. And then next thing we're doing is we're going to use just a Rust-Oleum automotive primer, so that way it protects the POR 15. The POR 15 is not UV resistant, so UV will break it down, and not sure what it'll do to it, but it's not made for the outside, it's made for the bottom. But we're going to go ahead and spray this primer on it to protect the POR 15. Okay, and then I don't know if I'm going to get to doing any of the bed lining stuff until spring, because it's starting to cool down. Today's been a nice 70-degree day. Would have been perfect to POR 15 or to bedline, but I'm not ready to bedline it. So that's what I'm going to do next, is just prime it, so that way it protects the POR 15. Alright, something I should mention, and I started doing it wrong, is make sure that the POR 15 is dry before you start spraying, because as you can see, it's causing some problems right there. So hopefully I didn't ruin it too much by doing that, but I'm going to let everything dry real good before I continue on with the primer. Alright, while I'm letting it dry, which it's taken forever, I took everything out of the rear. I don't know that this back seat has ever come out before. It came out pretty hard. And right now I took out the center seat belt, and then now I'm taking out the back seat brackets, which is way different than the earlier TJs. So, but it came out, and then I'll probably take the seat belts off when I'm about ready to do with what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is clearing it all out, and then I'm going to bedline black back here. So very similar to what I did with Project Blue. This one's a little bit more beat up, look like little dents here and there, but right here I might need to put some JB weld in there. Not really rusting through, so it's still good shape. A little bit of rust here and there. This is where a wood block was sitting, and it's started to rust where that wood block was. But I'll eventually sweep this out and then bedline it, so that way it protects it a little better. And I'll go over that process when I get there. But anyways, while I'm waiting, I'm going ahead and cleaning this out, and I'll probably wait to vacuum and do anything further than this, other than taking all the brackets out and stuff. So, and then I'll probably unplug these. As you know, I'm not a big fan of plugs. So actually do I still have, I don't have the pliers here yet, but anyways, I got a couple of stubborn Torx bolts. I believe, what is it, it's a T50, I believe. Yeah, T50 for these and the seat belts. So just in case you're wondering, but they're coming out pretty good. In fact, it looks really good in each of those, so I'm not too worried about the underneath this. All right, so I got the primer on. It kind of looks rough. It's going to look horrible, but it is what it is. Okay, main thing is I just need to keep this from rusting, and I think next step I will do the doors. So if you can see this, it's got some pretty good rust coming off on the hinges, and yeah, so we need to clean all that up best we can. And then I don't know, I forget on this side, I know the driver's side along this ledge on the door, there's some rust forming, and we'll get those taken care of. So, and if you're wondering why I didn't do anything with these, is I'm just going to replace them totally. I know I mentioned that in previous video, but in case you didn't see that, I'm just going to replace these altogether. Sucks that, you know, these are probably the stock, came with the Jeep, but you know, and another issue is they may be bent on here, either that or the frame is bent, and I'm hoping these are bent. Okay, but that'll be a later video. Once I get these switched, then I will probably bedline the outside, as long as the weather cooperates. We're creeping up on winter here. Today's a awesome 70-degree day, so I took advantage of it. All right, one thing I am looking out for is a frame. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to find a Southern frame just to totally replace this, and then what I might do is just maybe clean this frame up and repair it and then sell it. I don't know yet, just to get some of my money back. This looks awful right here, this mount. I cannot find anything on that, so that sucks. So we'll have to see. But projects coming up for this, and also with Project Bravo, so hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.